Welcome to
the Reddit
Roundup.
What's a joke that's so stupid it's funny?
Knock knock, who's there? Quiet horse who? In a whisper, nay. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay they'd be bagels. What's the difference between a dirty bus stop and a lobster with breast implants? One's a crusty bus station, the other is a busty crustacean. To be frank, I'd have to change my name. What's the best thing about Switzerland? Well, the flag's a big plus. Statistically, 6 out of 7 wolves are not happy. How do you think the unthinkable? With an iceberg. I bought the world's worst thesaurus today. Not only was it terrible, but it was also terrible. Have you ever smelled mothballs before? How do you get their little legs apart? The Leopards hockey game was cancelled due to a face-off in the corner. Why can't the Pope be cremated? 'Cause he's alive. I know a really stupid knock-knock joke, I just need someone else to start it for me. A drummer's wife had quadruplets. He wanted to name each one Anna. She asked how they will tell them apart. He replied, Anna 1, Anna 2. There are no divorce courts at the North Pole, so when Santa and his wife wanted to split up, they got a semicolon. They're great for separating independent clauses. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? People in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do. Two pretzels were walking down a back alley. One was assaulted. Being told I was deaf was really hard to hear. While using the stepladder, someone said, "What do you need that ladder for?" I replied, "I never knew my real ladder. This is just my stepladder." I told my mum that when I'm older I was going to build a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen her face when I drove past her. Steak jokes are a rare medium well done. Why don't chickens wear underwear? Because their pecker is on their face. What did the grape say when the elephant sat on it? Nothing, but it let out a little whine. What do you call a broken can opener? A can't opener. I used to be good at telling jokes, but now I just punch up the fuck line. Why'd the old man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. A blonde and a lawyer are seated next to each other on a flight from Los Angeles to New York. The lawyer asks if she would like to play a fun game. The blonde, tired, just wants to take a nap, so she politely declines and rolls over to the window to catch a few winks. The lawyer persists and explains that the game is easy and a lot of fun. He says, "I ask you a question, and if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5, and vice versa." Again, she declines and tries to get some sleep. The lawyer, now agitated, says, "Okay, if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5, and if I don't know the answer, I will pay you $500. This catches the blonde's attention and, figuring there will be no end to this torment, agrees to the game. The lawyer asks the first question, "What's the distance from the Earth to the Moon?" The blonde doesn't say a word, reaches into her purse, pulls out a $5 bill, and hands it to the lawyer. "Okay," says the lawyer, "your turn." She asks, "What goes up a hill with 3 legs and comes down with 4 legs?" The lawyer, puzzled, takes out his laptop computer and searches all his references. No answer. He taps into the airphone with his modem and searches the internet and the Library of Congress. No answer. Frustrated, he sends emails to all his friends and co-workers, but to no avail. After an hour, he wakes the blonde and hands her $500. The blonde thanks him and turns back to get some more sleep. The lawyer, who is more than a little miffed, stirs the blonde and asks, "Well, what's the answer?" Without a word, the blonde reaches into her purse, hands the lawyer $5, and goes back to sleep. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran because it's past tense. I saw a nice stereo on Craigslist for $1. Seller says the volume is stuck on high, I couldn't turn it down. A man walked into a zoo. There was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. A husband and wife were driving through Louisiana. As they approached Natchitoches, they started arguing about the pronunciation of the town. They argued back and forth, then they stopped for lunch. At the counter, the husband asked the blonde waitress, "Before we order, could you please settle an argument for us?" Would you please pronounce where we are very slowly? She leaned over the counter and said, Burger King. What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? I have many jokes about unemployed people. Sadly, none of them work. What did one nut say when it was chasing the other nut? I'm a cashew. What do you get when you combine a dyslexic, an insomniac, and an agnostic? Someone who lies awake at night wondering if there's a dog. What was E.T. short for? Because he had little legs. What do you call a magic dog? A labracadabrador. They say smoking kills, but it cures salmon. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.